Welcome to Project Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival, and we're starting this video on the top of my SV overlooking the deep space radar complex that we've been having a go at now for two parts. But I've got a cunning plan because I think I know where the core is, but I'll give you a bit more detail on that in a little while. First things, a big thank you for comments and feedback. As usual, you guys give me a lot to think about. Now, I've had a few comments recently about why I'm still persisting with this series, seeing I'm now over 100 parts in. And the reason is that Ravian announced that he was planning to do an update for Project Eden. So I decided to stop and wait for that update to drop. Obviously, it's probably been a little bit delayed. But what I will say is when that update drops and Reforged Eden is available in the new version, I will then be starting a new series playing as Reforged Eden. There's also a couple of other projects I want to do related to Empyrion, but the problem at the moment I've got is time, and hopefully things will ease off in the next couple of months. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is a question to do with the medication that I carry, and also primarily indigestion tablets and radiation medicine. And I think I just want to explain why I'm now carrying indigestion tablets. In fact, they're called painkillers. And the reason for that is that in the last update, the 1.7 update, the medication and the way infections and wounds and that were all completely changed. And there is now a faster escalation when you say you get dermal parasites or you get an open wound, where before you could play on for quite some time and just half ignore that disease, that problem. But there is now a fairly quick escalation pass that happens, and a good example is here with the painkillers. You can see you've got indigestion and then food poisoning, and indigestion now moves to food poisoning within a few minutes. So even if you've got indigestion, you can't afford to carry on playing on and just ignore it and hope it goes away. You need to do something about it. But there's also a hidden component of painkillers. That is that it has the ability to slow down that rate of infection. So say, for example, you've got an open wound, which would eventually become an infected wound, which would mean that the normal, I think it's the antibiotics here, then you'd have to take antibiotics and then slowly escalate up the medicines. But by shooting a painkiller, especially if you're in a hot zone and you're trying to do battles, or more importantly for my case is trying to work out what medicine you need to make, shooting a painkiller can slow that process down and just give you that little bit of extra time to work out what the heck is going on. See, here's another example of the new medication is here. You can see it says endoparasites stage 1. So this only cures stage 1 parasites, and I think that, and you can say they're poisonous bite stage 1. So now that escalation is quite important, and this is why the indigestion stroke painkiller tablets are far more important than they used to be. And that's the reason why I've kind of started carrying them around with me. In some ways, they're like an emergency first aid kit now. Anyway, that out of the way, why are we looking at this corner of the POI? Well, over the last day, I spent quite a lot of looking at my old video when I took down this POI. I think it was on the 1.2 version, so it gives you an idea how long ago that video was. I also found a couple of other videos of where people have played on the newer version, including a couple of multiplayers. I've worked out that the new core location is off the large room with the balcony around it, and I know where that room is in the older version, and where the room that comes out to where the core is seems to be between that room and the edge of the base. So I know the fact that the room which has got the balcony in is roughly underneath this area here, very roughly. So I'm assuming that the core is somewhere over this side of the building, and I'm speculating, and I say it is a cunning speculative plan, is that the core could be somewhere in this area here. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to dig down here. I don't want to dig down too deep. I just want to dig down deep enough to expose a couple more layers of blocks. So say, for example, maybe we'll go down So we're just going to dig out this area here like this. I think that would be enough. So if we just kind of take this area out here, trim this back a bit because we're going to need to use rockets to blast our way in. I'm hoping that if I can take the core out, that at least we'll have an outside chance of actually looting this place down, and more importantly, seeing whether it is actually going to all the trouble to do it. I'm just going to turn the thrusters on, and you can see I've made 343 130mm ammunition as well. I'm just going to come up here, and what we're going to do is we're going to fire in about there, I think. And then what we'll do is we'll open an area from here. Okay. So we're just going to try and... Right, let's just see if we can go through one more layer. Okay. Hello guys. So we've exposed a corridor here. Let me just take a look, see what that corridor actually is. I mean, I could be completely wrong, I'll be honest. This is pure speculation. Okay. Oh. That's a cyborg. Okay, he's dead now. We're just gonna have to land again. Oops. So just move these guys. Yeah. Oh, look, okay. Click the cyborg. Right, we got a door here. Where does that go? That actually comes up. Where does this come up? Ah, so that room is... So that's a pathway we were going down in the last part, and this corridor goes round this area here. Let's just have a look at what the blocks are. That's combat still. And we got that room there. I think what I'd like to do is, whoops. I think what we're going to do is, yeah, some more guys coming in. We're going to try and go through this wall behind, I think. Let's just get up here. Just take out the... So let's just get rid of these top blocks, so I can get a better shot in. Right, and we're just going to keep burrowing into the wall. Wow, that was a pretty impressive explosion. I'm just wondering whether we may have got the core or something, because there was a secondary explosion then. Who the heck's shooting at me? Okay. Cut it out. So let's come here. There's the quickest way to find out is we're just... Nope, so we haven't done anything yet. Right, let's just get rid of that block there. Ah, I think I might have got the core now, as I recognise that. Let me just go over here. Just try and find a safe location to park. I think if we park here, we got to kind of build a cover here. I'm a bit worried about the fact that I'm kind of taking a bit of damage. So, if we stand here, So if we could go and loot our friend there as well. Yes. Yeah, I recognise this eyeball there, but he's buried in the dirt. Yeah, the core would have been about here, somewhere in this vicinity, because see this construct here, this would be, if we, in fact, if we, pretty sure if we remove that, yeah, see this construct here, this originally was on the opposite wall of where, if you watch the last part, there was teleporters, and the teleporters were behind some armored plate windows, and there was a control room on the other side. In the 1.2 version, the core was on the other side of that, and there was a force field, and the actual construct looked like this. Here, wow, there's a lot of guys in there. So that is interesting. There's also this block here. So let me just see. Where? Right, X marks the spot here. Oh, I've got a better plan now. I think I've just come up with a way that if you come on this POI as a single player, you may be able to reduce the resistance very quickly. And that is by taking the core out here. And I want to give it a try. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to quit out and then reload, because I've made a sideways copy in case everything went wrong with what I was going to do in this video. And then we're just going to try something else. So I'll see you in a minute once I've done a reload. So here we are. We're back where we were when I first loaded the video, and we're going to jump in here. Put the thrusters back on. We're going to take off. And you can see that this building is the building that I was going down in the last part. And what we're going to do is go back to that fire position I took up before. Just get rid of the trash that's kind of hanging around. We'll spread some instant death for them. And we'll just land here. So I think I'm getting some secondary fire from that tower. I'm just going to let the... I can see you hid behind that wall there. You're gone now. So we're just going to land here. Put down here. That would give me the overwatch. Turn the thrusters off. And we need power. Okay, let me just get to the scar. I didn't realise how low I was getting on power cells. Where pumping a whole load of those in. And, well, we'll do a little bit of looting. I think that's our big mechanized guy friend here. We'll just get here. Like that. And then we'll just loot you. Just retreat a little bit first. Obviously these guys are still going to be spawning. Just stand behind the ship here. A little bit of an offload. I think we'll shove everything into the Raider loot box, and then I'll sort it out from there. Matt can go in the hangar fridge. What we are going to need is a big supply of explosives. Take all 93. And reload just in case it... Jeff. get into here. Yeah, this is the room with the there. So if we get over here, just tuck into this corner. Probably don't need the drill now. We can offload the drill into there. Getting a bit messed up actually. Just pop one of those. Oh, got the. Wow, we can pop a couple of these. Just use them up. Oh, the other thing related to painkillers is if you're going to be eating Varon roots and spiky mushrooms, you definitely need these because the chance of getting indigestion or food poisoning from these is quite high. In fact, I've used one of these and it went straight to food poisoning, not indigestion. So again, that's another reason for carrying those painkillers. Let's just check the... This is where I want to go through. But what we're going to do is we're probably going to need quite a lot of these explosives. We're going groups of 3. But we'll start with 3. How much damage did that do? Yeah, so we're going to have to keep banging away. Of course, we put the lights out because I've just blown the light up. So I'll just keep... That's 6. One, 2, 3. That's 9. I think we'll go one more round to make it 12, and we'll check how many. Whoops! If not careful, I'm going to blow myself up. See how much damage we've done now. Right, so probably. So we got 12 at the moment. 2 more is 14. How much damage have we done now? We'll go down in pairs. So 14. Just to blow out one block. I mean, it's. That's 16. We'll go for 2 more. Maybe we'll go on the diagonal. I think maybe we need to put them in a little bit closer. Ah. Right, 16. So it's 18 that we needed. That should blow the hole straight away. And we actually blew the core up. Wow, that's awesome. So we go out this way. Just I can stand here, and we'll just take a quick look inside now from this perspective. Yeah, I think this is a better example now. So the core was here, and the room going out that where we blew through would have been from there, and we've actually got like entrances there, and the core is above this room here like that. Wow. Yeah. So what? Right, let's just salvage that. And that's the view into the room here. So if you fought your way into this core room, you'd have had to put an explosive about there, and hopefully that would have blown the core here. So this is the room here. Let's see if we can... Okay, so of course they're going to be very, very hostile. Let's see if we can track the path through, but unfortunately we've woken them up now. So there's a door. There's no door there. Let me just. Wow. All right, there's a door here. Oh. Right, we're going to try again. I just want to trace the path where we would go. For any of you adventurers out there who want to kind of give this a go yourself. Oops. So there's a room. This is going to be fun, isn't it? Right, we're going to give it another go. I think I've got the door open. No, we're not going to get through there, are we? Well, the room actually goes that way, so let me just see if we can kind of open up a little bit of a hole here. Don't want to hack this place apart too much just yet, but I'm assuming that this would be the access. So if we come down here, hello. This is the room that that's the room we come through there. Wait. Right, so there's a door to that side. No, where's the door? That's the vault. That's the room there. That's okay. So we got a room here. Oops, I've got lost. Sorry. So what I want to do is try and we got this. We got turrets there. Let me just kind of hover. Here we got a door there. That goes into the vault room. Right, guys. I think if we we got it. So here's the. So this is the room with the balconies. And then what you'd have to do is there used to be a door on the top here, which you used to come through, but it looks like it's been sealed off. So it looks like the way in is lower down. Wow. That would be a really tough proposition to actually get in and take down. I'm kind of wondering if we open this up a little bit more, we might be able to kind of even the odds a little bit. So let me just open up a kind of a 3x3 square inventory full. Okay. Maybe I should. Well, again, we'll just shove this all into the loot box. Do a hookup link as well. So put that. Oops, I've just thrown away. Put all my ammunition in here as well, but that's okay. We don't need to shoot the turrets. We just need to get rid of the. Bye. Hello, guys. Anyone else in here? Don't get too close. It's proving a. There's some more in here. Wow, quite a few. Well, a bit of looting. They won't notice me. Just kind of floating around in an ethereal way. There's the cyborg. I certainly wouldn't mind the cyborg. Gotcha. Oops. We can kind of even the odds a little bit from. Okay. I know I could call this, but I don't want to get too. Hello, guys. Just as you keep coming out. just need to thin the herd down a little bit so that hello. Oh, he moved. That's not fair. You meant to stand still while I kill you. He keeps bouncing around. Another reason why I'm kind of doing it from this perspective is because if you watch the previous video, you will be aware that I was getting lots of kind of ground fire from units underneath. I'm kind of thinking that if we can weed them down a little bit like this, working down, we can kind of kill them from above rather than going head to head. But it's going to be a little bit time consuming. Actually, is it going to be worth putting a core in? I suppose it is going to be. And get that there. I'm just trying to burn up some of this stuff. Right, what we're going to do is we are going to put a core down and see what happens. Where are we going to put the core? I don't want to put it somewhere where I'm not going to, because if I've got to take away the top level of this building, say for argument's sake we put it there. Wow, 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 wow. Something tells me we've just woken up all the opposition. Everyone's firing at everything now. Is that because they're at war with each other? Right, let's have a look at what we've got here. We've got 27 alien devices. Wow. Close that off. We've got 23 ammo boxes, 59 cargo boxes. Probably some of them were already looted. Equipment. Wow. Armor lockers, bunk beds, chairs, consoles, decor. Wow. Got 5 fuel tanks. Let's just, if we can change this so that maybe we can stop things. I think this is just going to be a bit of an irritation, isn't it? Let me just, whoops, just delete that. What I'm going to do is we're going to take the fuel out. Let's see what we can get from this. So we'll take the oxygen first. Scar Raider, actually we already got it on those ones. So right, we're going to steal all the fuel. 4904. So we got all the fuel out. Or take all the oxygen out. 5587. Don't like all the shooting that's going on underneath. I'm gonna just experiment. I mean, I've got other cores. We're gonna salvage out the core. Just wanted to say maybe stop those guys shooting everywhere. So if that stops the shooting, what I'll do is all these cargo boxes are going to have fairly low level loot. So I don't really want to get too much into that. One thing I did mention in the previous video was that down this way was like a self-contained area, which there were. I think we've already done this level, haven't we? You've got to be kidding me. Okay, you're going to shoot at me. But I think we can go down this area, because this is completely self-contained. So, come in here. And we've actually got a kind of farming area here. Star Raider, hangar bridge. Put that there, in fact. No, we're okay. And it's going to out. That's the food and we'll take the burger, get rid of that fridge. Loot box. So we'll clear this room out. You gotta be kidding me. Hello? You're shooting at me from below, are you? Aha. Exactly sure how we got a hole in the floor here, because I don't remember causing it. But we are going to thin these guys down a little bit. Gotcha. Yeah, we're gonna have to be a little bit right. This is the oxygen room. This is the room that wow. Okay, guys, up here, please. Up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Right, I'd certainly like to get rid of. Right, they're there. Yeah, we're gonna have to thin the pack down a little bit. Right, I'm just gonna check out the rest of the. Now, I've got to just come here and take that. And in here we got a kind of control room, and we've actually got sniper rifle there. We'll get rid of that. Of course, we've got these here. Oh, looks like we've got another room. Ah, stop shooting at me. Hello. I'm certainly going to get rid of you. Because there's a whole wall of... I got you. There's a whole wall of stuff here. Let me just see. Alright, take that. And that. And that. You can keep that. We'll take the drill, I suppose. And that. I think I'm really going to have to put maybe in the next part I'll put together a deconstructor base, and we need to start turning some of this stuff into other things. That's probably the best way to describe it. Anybody in here? Okay. Well, we'll take the ammo and that. Just, in fact, we'll clear everything out first, and then I'll get rid of all these as well. So, nothing particularly great, but it all adds up, I suppose. Salvage. Oh wow! Okay, found a little bit more stuff. Get rid of the... Wow, look at this. Oh, small electronics bridge, power cells. Yes, we'll take that. And we've got some more power cells. We'll just take them. I think it's worth looting. It's just what we got here: laser minigun, epic, laser rifle cells. So we got this room here. What we're going to do now is get back to that where the farming was, and see if we can thin the herd down a little bit more. I got you. Any more? I want to keep a kind of a... What the... I think those guys just kicked off a major explosion. I don't know what they were firing at, but I suppose we could harvest this stuff. Is there anything else down? Oh. Okay. Get rid of you. I think these might have been the guys that were shooting at me before. They seem to have the ability to shoot through the floor. You seem to have opened up another hole. I think they're actually blowing them. Okay. Wait, you're blowing up my base. Well, it's not my base anymore anyway, so I'm just gonna zoom in here. I'm a little bit annoyed that they're leaving my loot boxes on the floor here. Okay. This is going to be hard work. There's some nice loot boxes down there. So who's actually firing at me? I think what I'm going to do is pick these loot boxes up so that I can actually I know what I've picked up because these will eventually de-render if they're emptied. And let's see, they've just blown up my black loot boxes. Okay. Get rid of those. This is going to be hard work. Very, very hard work. I need to make sure that I don't. Oh, we're not going to get everything out of there, are we? I was on. Okay, we're just going to link to the loot box this way. We'll do it this way. I'm not going to be able to do it, am I? We're just going to have to. To loot a. I'm not that interested in that. So that despawns were. And that's got. Okay. What? Who is? There's a guy down in there who's giving me jip. We need to get. Oh, go away. This is crazy. I think we need to open up this floor a little bit so that we can possibly shoot from inside here. Ah, there you are. Okay. I can play this game. We're not coming back to here, so be a little bit careful that it's got myself. Ah. Oh, that was a mistake, wasn't it? You were shot by a Xerax laser. I'm gonna go current location because I'm a little bit worried about spawning to a medical bay because there's actual medical bays inside of the. Right, so we're just gonna get back over to here. Where's my backpack? That says my backpack is 16 meters down there. Okay. Fire multi-tool. Here. We're going to go through the floor here now. Oh, we can't spawn. Okay. Yeah, I got my backpack back. You horrible lot of heathens. Okay, right, I think we're gonna have to do this the hard way. So what I'm gonna do is make sure I'm still connected to the radar. We'll put that in there. Eat that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strip off this entire top layer here using the multi-tool. We just use, and then that will open up. And what I'm hoping to do is, if I do this, we can then kind of get down to those oiks below. I can use the actual what we call it, the SV, to kind of clear up this area here. So just gonna work out, remove this whole top level, and I'll be right back. Right guys, I've now made this great big hole here. We're still getting fire coming up from it. We've got guys down there, but what I'm hoping is that I might be able to weed. Don't want to get too close. Right, we're going to go in with the ship. I've just had about enough of these guys. So, thrusters on. We're going to use extreme prejudice against them. There's one we can get rid of straight away. He's probably been lots of grief. Yeah, I've got the forces now. Where are you? Okay, we're gonna lob the occasional friendly missile in, soften them up a little bit. I think we might have softened them up a little bit, so that would give me an access hole. We'll just park down here again. Just level off actually. Oops, I'm up against the thrusters off. These guys certainly mean. Oh, they're still shooting me. I think the problem is that some of them are dropped down in the lower levels. The shotgun, the guy there. I know what we might be able to do. Then again, I'm really wasting a lot of time and ammo on this. There's the... It's kind of showing a little bit of prejudice now. Let me just pull back. I'm just going to use the drone again. If we can pull out some more... Kind of open up this area a little bit more, kind of tunnel down inside so we can see what on earth is going on. Who's doing the shooting? This is going to be hard work, very, very hard work. I just can't see who's actually doing the shooting. That's the problem. Anyway, guys, I'm running out of time on this video, so what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of work off camera to see if I can open up this place a little bit more without falling down the hole. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.